Hello fantastic people, I hope you are doing great. Let me show you how to add a simple torch to your horror game. Here I have a simple office environment. However, it is a little bit too bright, so let me fix that. In the lighting tab on the right, in the environment subsection, I change the intensity of the environment lighting to 0. This makes everything extremely dark, as expected. For the torch to work as expected, you'll of course need a FPS movement. If you don't have it, you can learn how to create one using this tutorial. Now let's add a spotlight under our main camera object. And this already starts looking like a torch. Now I enable gizmos. This will make it a little bit easier to adjust the torch settings. I change the tab to Inspector. And here I adjust the shape of the light to make it a little bit bigger. For your game, you may want to adjust also intensity, color and the range. It looks promising. However, at this very moment it is very central. This might be what you like or need. However, I'm going to adjust slightly the position and the rotation. This will make it feel a little bit more like it's handheld. Fantastic. Now I create a new script and call it Torchlight. Before I edit it, I assign it to the spotlight object. To toggle the torch on and off, we'll need an input action. We could reuse one of the existing ones, but I'm going to create a new one. I open the default input system actions, and inside of it I add a new action. I call it torch. For the binding, I set the F key. If you'd like to learn more about input actions, please let me know in the comments. I will make sure to prepare something for you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss any of the new tutorials. Now, remember to click the Save Asset button. It's time to edit our script. First, we'll need a reference to our input action. And because of that, we of course need to import the Unity Engine input system namespace. Then we need another serialized field, this time for the light itself. On enable, we'll need to subscribe to the input action, and of course on disable, we unsubscribe it. Then we need to introduce the actual toggle method. I'm going to call mine onToggle. Then, because it is part of the subscription to the action, it has to have the parameter of type inputAction callback context. Inside of it, we simply toggle the enabled property of the light itself. Now back in the inspector, we have to set our references. First one to the toggle action, and then to the torchlight. If we did everything correctly, we should be able to toggle the torchlight on and off. Everything works as expected. Fantastic. Now let's add a little bit of sound. For years I'm getting my sounds from the Envato elements. And this is what I'm going to do this time. I download the sound I like and import it to Unity. To my spotlight object, I'm going to add audio source component. Then we need to make sure that the play on awake checkbox is unchecked, otherwise the sound will play when we start the game. Now I realize that the torch sound requires a little bit of processing. Currently it includes 2 clicks and a lot of silence in between. I'm going to remove all the unnecessary parts using Audacity, which by the way is completely free. I drag the sound into it, I select the parts I don't need and press the delete key. Then I simply export the file back to my sounds folder. I add the sound to the audio generator field on the audio source. Now in our script I add a reference to that audio source. And then on toggle, I simply play the sound. And we are done. If you learned something interesting, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Have a fantastic day, love you and bye bye.